Hey, this is Kat. I'm outside the Venice Library. So,
and I know you all work for the city and the government, and that means the government is doing what?
but why do you get to mess up the library?
We don't get to mess it up.
Yeah, you do. This is trash, and it's not healthy, and it creates rats. It creates rats.
When you have
Typhoid fever, bubonic plague.
They made the ants. They made Lucifer, and then they made for Lucifer because he has everything God. That's what they did. And I don't like littering, but I've been had. Okay, and unfortunately, and please, I don't even know if I want to be filmed. I'm not doing.
But but the point is, I want to go to the library. They closed the library because of the encampment.
I have the highest IQ, and I went to in the district of 3 people, which means the mad scientist, and then the other person who also is probably a mad scientist, and then I'm the third. So
you're right. Your rights supersede everybody else in the city, right?
I have the highest IQ, and I went to the International Basketball. I have my doctorate in government. I was accused of the insurrection, praying for the insurrection. As an investigative reporter, I've been in the trenches.
This is what's going on in LA. They let this go on for over a year, and personally, I'm tired of it. A lot of times they sell drugs, they have prostitution. And this actually creates rats and typhoid fever and the bubonic plague. And they can't take showers really, and they can't wash their hands. So they literally can create a new disease because they don't have showers.
And I'm not delusional, and I don't hear voices or see things. But I do work for Apple. I do work for the Washington Post. I do. What have you done for St. Thomas?
Mentally ill, and we need mental institutions.
Black and white.
Oh God.
White and black.
So you're with the city? Thank you guys for actually cleaning this up, because this has really bothered me, because I go to the library and I don't think kids should be exposed to this. I mean, I don't have the answers to, you know what I mean, but they've been here for over a year, right? Has it been 2 years?
I don't know. I'm kind of new to the area myself.
Yeah. I appreciate it. It's been going on way too long, and I think it's way too dangerous. You know what I mean? For everybody.
I sent my paperwork to AAA, should be there with Jan's arbitration, with the government, Constantine, and we need to...
The problem with Los Angeles, they let this thing go for way too long, and like, people they don't understand how, like, bubonic plague happens.
I can't even think now. I'm told not to think. I think.
It's so nasty and dangerous. Seriously. You know what I mean? But they've been letting this go for 2 years because of COVID, and people have taken advantage of it so they can do drugs and, like I said, prostitution and steal bicycles, and the cops don't do anything. If a homeless person in a tent has 30 fucking bikes, they probably stole them. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but that's what I say. But anyway, I wanted to go to the library, and I can't go to the library because they have to clean this shit up, which I'm happy for, but I'm really trying to get some of my work done. I need to edit a bunch of footage on my new stuff, but LA has to do something with the mentally ill. So again, this library is closed because the homeless that are here, who've been here for over a year, have to be moved to another location. I do believe that they have social workers here to help them. But I mean, this is the kind of stuff that happens when you just let people do whatever they want. I was going to tell you a personal story, but I'll save that for later. But all I'm saying is, mental health care, serious drug rehab, and then housing, single room occupancy housing, in a tier situation where what you can pay determines like where you live, but if you get free housing, you have to keep it clean. You can't just live like a pig. Some of this is mental health care, some of this is just not ever having really good parenting and not living by example. So in other words, my theory is if you give somebody a place to live and they don't have to work or they don't have to do anything, that might be a very bad example to put, because some people, if you don't give them chores or you don't show them how to keep places clean, they won't do that. You know what I mean? It's like good parenting. It's like one-on-one good parenting. Yeah, give people housing and mental health care, but they have to keep the place clean, and they have to, you know, try to do something positive besides just sitting in a tent and either doing drugs or doing nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know how long this shit's gonna go on, but I'm glad they're cleaning this place because it's disgusting, and people shouldn't have to go to the library and have to deal with 50 people like 50 yards away living in debris. Again, this causes rat infestation and diseases, and I don't have all the solutions, but California used to have mental institutions, and everyone blames Reagan for closing it down, but it's 2022, and we should have places for severely mentally ill people to go. Now, the problem is a lot of people that are homeless don't want to be institutionalized, and they don't want to live in a shelter because some shelters are extremely bad and things happen in them. So we also need to have people who actually take care of the shelters, making sure that there's no rapes, there's no theft, those kind of things. But also, I think some of these people, the people that want help, need mentors to help them learn how to take care of themselves, to have hygiene, to want a better life than living in a rat-infested yard. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, LA has a serious problem with drug addiction, mental health care, affordable housing, and turning the other cheek or closing the eyes to the serious problem, because they're all over the place in every neighborhood. And I'm personally tired of it. Thank you. This is Kattalestv, and goodbye.